Good afternoon. I have a few hours, or about 3 hours, to play Blue Prince, and boy, I'm gonna use them. I might have to take a phone call from my job. Hopefully that doesn't take too long. We'll see if they even call me in the first place, because they are inconsistent about communication at times. Otherwise, we're gonna try to do a couple of days. I don't have too many specific goals. We got the closed exhibit that we wanted to try to navigate through. Get the paper crown, because again, I think it seems likely that there is a sanctum key associated with the paper crown there. We'll see though. Otherwise, we also want to we want to find a way to clear the boxes in the tunnel. I have no idea how to go about doing that, but we want to light the thing in the tomb, or not the tomb, the freaking trading post, and yeah, just keep trying to figure things out. We're still trying to find 2 of the safes. I don't even know where 2 of the safes are, much less the codes associated with them. And then just various other little things that will likely show up as we continue. So we'll not go in, but we are happy to see the trading post, trying to get the metal detector and magnifying glass in the workshop. So yeah, good times. This game is still just so good. Like, it's not too heavy-handed on any of the like lore things it's asking you to keep in mind. It feeds it so gradually that it feels rewarding to learn more. It's just pleasant to dig into this game, which is not something I've experienced with games in a while. There are 3 false statements on boxes in this room, so it's possible technically. Only one of the statements on this box are true. The gems are in a box with a true statement. Only one of the statements on this box are false. That would be is false, right? One of the statements is false. The gems are in the white box. So I would, my gut instinct is that this is true. These 2 are false. That's true, and that's false. The gems are in a box with a false statement instead. It's false that the gems are in the white box, they're in this box. So we're just gonna go with this, not think too much about it. Ta-da! I mean, it sucks to cut off this side early, but I think we're just going to go to the observatory. Okay, we also want to go to the planetarium today. Like, we will draft it if it comes up. Both of those are pretty good, because that means we want to try to draft green rooms if possible. And in my experience, green rooms are a consistently pretty solid strat. I'm going to put the storeroom here. I want the commissary. I could probably just buy out everything in the commissary, but I'm not so confident in that if it's like, you know, 3 keys for 10 coins each. Excuse me. And we're gonna go, we have the extra steps to use today, so we're gonna go draft up from here. Awkward. Well, twist my arm. A banana? We're still trying to figure out the new clue puzzle. And again, let's see, I should still have it pulled up. Yeah. My current working assumption is that this sequence is the sequence that we need the book's first words in. And so the Red Prince, the first word being the, would make sense. Realm and Rune. I think I need to relook at that, and I might need to check it out from the library instead of the book from the underground area, and then a new clue. I don't know if I have the full text pictured, and so I don't know what page new clue is. I think I have it right, but I'm not certain. Fixed stars, we can check that right now if we want. But that would be steps to go back. It's 5 steps. We can go back and check. Because the purple violet book, it's page 2, word Y, which I'm assuming is word 25. And so the second page is here. Assuming we count preface here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So it's either depending or on. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's not a violet book. My bad. I believe it's a green book. So it'd be page 3. 3. It is green, right? We can see that the cover is green. Even then, if we count 1, 2, 3, word 1 would be preface, or it's north, and this is page 3. Or the twins on this page, or the slice on page, actually listed page 3. Anyway, yeah. So we're still trying to solve the new clue puzzle. We have Dive Bird checked out from the library for today. But I'm gonna check out Realm and Ruin and a new clue again next time I have a chance. Because I'm curious to see if those have, if it's just those 4 books. I can hide this again. Put the nook here. I mean, I'm here for the master bedroom, but it's such a waste to put it this early. I'm gonna go for the chapel. I won't go in. I'll come back and draft this side first. I mean, tunnel. We'll at least draft 1 tunnel here. A commissary is probably good. I don't think I need tunnel to keep going. I'd rather have the commissary so I can spend some money and hopefully buy a magnifying glass and a shovel. The only reason not to stock up on gems here is if I run into the hecking ballroom. But I'm gonna wager I can spend 8 gems at least before I get there, and I can save these gems for later. Awkward. Let's do the corridor. A little bit of a waste, but you couldn't turn that differently. We'll do the bedroom. Steps, hopefully get something. Nope. Courtyard's good. And okay, that's still okay. Car keys, not great, but it's something. Well, we have the garage here. I think we'll do security though. Security is always a safe bet because of how often I get screwed over by the security doors. Mailroom. I think I've read all the letters I've gotten recently, but I just remember that I had seen this. Did they ever prove he was the one that stole the Baron's mail? So that's not really... I think that's meant to hint that he did, more than it is to cast doubt on whether he did, because he admitted it in a lot of the other notes. But anyway, yeah, because I have read this. It doesn't look like there's anything else in here. I still have a couple of slots that I can put mail, so I'm going to keep trying to laboratory experiment that. Let's lower security for the time being. Don't know where that trunk is. Probably in the den that I missed, or it could be in the trading post, technically. If we can get the solarium, then we look. That's a good thing to draft. Let's go up here. Okay, let's not go up here, because the solarium will allow us to I mean, honestly, I think I want the closet, because it might give us a key card. It didn't, which is a shame. But getting the compass is okay, I think. Let's go back to the chapel and go up that side. It'll probably be locked because, you know, east wing and all, but anyway, if we can get the solarium, I have the shovel, I can start digging things up. If we get the solarium, then that increases the odds of us getting the closed exhibit. And then hopefully we can orchestrate it such that we get what we want. Which is to say, a nice quick way that we can make it from one into the next. Or all the way around the back. Yeah, words. Sure, gymnasium. Let's not cut this avenue off. We have the steps today, we have the nursery already. I like the kennel with the shovel, it's pretty good. And count gates, you know, we have 5 gates in here. It'd be crazy if there was a safe hidden, like, underneath the dog pen. Good boy. Library. Got dive bird and a treasure map. Wow, Swimbird keeps calling it dive. See if we could get that and that have the valuable treasure mention or matter. It's a blue book, so page Z. I don't know if there is a page 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, there is no page 26. So I'm assuming that that means that it is those 4 books that matter more than all of the books in the library. Though to be fair, you can't check out the Red Prince from the library. It has to be found in the nursery. The Blue Nation. Which kingdom is blue? We know Fen Iries and Arch Iries are red and yellow. Green, I'm pretty sure green is Nuance. I'm not certain about that though. Blue. Blue could be Morajai or Vera. Yeah. Don't know who Bluebird is, unless Bluebird is in reference to the Blue Prince and the idea of Simon, the playable character, changing from the Red Prince to the Blue. I don't know who Mrs. Peterson is. Detective Von Margle. presumably the person about whom the new clue was written. Did check this book out, and Babbage as well. Anyway. I'll actually take a picture of the checkout list. That could be interesting. And it was published by Ruffington Red, not the people who published other books, I thought. Philip White's company. Archives. Anyway, okay, cool. So we're going to check out Realm and Ruin, I think, just to make sure that we can get the right page next time we see the library. Wheel room, I think. Don't want to freeze our assets just yet. And we'll do the arduous task of rotating these again. And hope we don't draft a room we need to come back to. I mean, trophy rooms, just a good investment of gems. I don't think anything else can be in here except maybe like a key or a coin on the floor. I'm wondering, because if I can get the elevator down there, I think power in the base spot, power goes to the elevator as well as the, or if I do this, is that it doesn't close the door, but it does cut power to the rest of this. So can't do that until after I put the elevator down. I don't know if it's worth trying to figure that out. Yeah, at least. Because there isn't a call box down here for the elevator. I don't know what that does either. Okay, we'll come back to this some other time. We have one aquarium room, so I think we'll go Starfish Aquarium. Big spot. Utility closet. Stick the closet here so we can go back and turn up security. Yeah, because we still have an abundance of steps. to mess around with. Yeah. Dig these up because I forgot to. Hoping mostly for more keys. That is our current barrier to entry. There is a key somewhere that we missed. Well, let's brazenly open this door. Conference room's pretty good. The vault is tempting. I don't need the money, but it's always tempting when I see the vault because there's still a single key in there somewhere. Let's go up further. Planetarium. I think we are just going to draft this. We don't need the gems, and the secret passage could be good, could be bad. I just need to see what's in here. Star schedule. Survey of constellations observed, the Mount Holly Observatory. Okay, so this is just telling you there's a new constellation at 50, huh? That's good to know. I'm way past all of these, and I don't know if I'll ever get below that. And I don't know if it is worth it to even make a record of that. Can't walk back. We can walk through here. I was low-key hoping that there'd be like some presentation we could watch. We'll look up it here just in case. But opening my notes, in the schoolhouse, one of the little, we have this here on the corner of one of the maps that has all the constellations in this spiraling circle down to the sun in the center. And in her ladyship's chamber, we have Dream Diary. Did we not take a picture of it? Did we seriously not take a picture of it? Ugh, awkward. But there is that same spiral pattern from the map that just with the note, does it ever end? And it doesn't have the stars labeled per se, but yeah. So, I mean, maybe there's something if we wait for the planets all to align in here. I can't imagine how long that would take, especially because of the speed at which blue planet out here and violet planet here are moving. I mean, they could just represent the minute and hour hands on the actual time in the house. That would be interesting, and so maybe trying to get to the planetarium at noon would be a way to do it. Because I mean, it would be the kind of thing I would expect to happen in some way, but also, I mean, the blue one looks longer than the violet one. Yeah. So again, we'll do that on another day, I think, because it would take some 30-40 minutes to wait for the blue to catch up to the violet, and then there's no guarantee even that things would align at that point. But it looks like the Earth is catching up with the violet at the same speed. So it's really tempting. It's really tempting to just sit here and make the people watching watch with me. If we're assuming, I would assume that these would be 6 and 12, the cutouts here. If we are assuming that it moves at roughly the same speed as the other clocks in the house, we can go check the time and see if that would be a reasonable way to come back in time. I don't know if there's another clock around here, though. The other question, is it even catching up? Because it keeps looking like it's 1/4 the circle consistently. At this pace, we would have to wait for the Earth to go all the way around again, and that might be when things line up. Plus, another interesting note about this planetarium, it doesn't have the moons on the Earth planet. One of the other cutouts on the corner of the map has names of the moons. I don't think I took a picture of it. One of them is the Doubter Moon, and the other is I just thought I was going to remember. But it's called the Devoted Circle, being the Earth planet, a moon, and the moon around that moon. Okay. I think final answer, we're not going to wait. I'm tempted, but we can do that some other time. I have other things that I would like to try today. Cloister's okay. It only has 2 offshoots, but it's okay. I don't have enough keys to the Great Hall, so I think we are just going to do the Cloister, because we have an abundance of gems. And we can guarantee that all the doors are unlocked with the cat. We have more than enough steps, so we can always just go back and check at convenient times. I was hoping for a green room, but let's do the laboratory here. I still need the metal detector, but that's probably going to show up in the workshop if we get to draft it. Maybe I could have done the boudoir and got the rerolls to help increase the chance of the workshop. I mean, I think this is probably the best because we have a ton of gems and we want to use them. I think we only have like 4 more letters we can get, and so if we're judicious with our use of gems, we should be able to work that out. Green room, for sure. Increase our luck, please. Thank you. That's pretty bad. We still have the aquarium we can draft for, so I think we will do the boudoir here. On this table. I was low-key hoping for the garage, because that would give me 3 more keys. We could redraw, we could do the drawing room. We could just do the terrace, but that defeats the purpose of spending gems, or defeats the plan of spending gems. I'm gonna redraw once, just to see if we can get the car or office or whatever. But let's do the office here and deliver a letter, at least one. There's a trunk here. Kinda makes me wish I had the coat check. We have the conference room, so we can spread coins, no hassle. That was my fear. Let's spread gold. 7s, we have to go back to the aquarium. The door's unlocked because of the kennel. I think we'll try to go for the armory if possible. So the Earth is going to have to go all the way around again before the blue finally catches up. But it does seem like they might align pointing towards here or to here, which would be interesting. I don't see any explicit constellations in the stars here. The stars do seem to be rotating as well, which I guess makes sense, because, you know, if the Earth is spinning, it's going to do that. So maybe let's go... Yeah, we're not going to wait. I want to, but I don't think I need to. Might end the day in the planetarium just for kicks and giggles. Increasing star count's pretty good. Yeah, we're going to go back, see if we can finish drafting up here, and not get locked out, because that would be a shame with all the gems we have. We'll stop by the mailroom at the end before we end our day in the planetarium, probably. And we have all the coins in the world, so we might as well just go buy the gems. Hi, buddy. Okay, moment of truth. What do we get? Code check would let us open a bunch of trunks. And then maybe keep drafting up here. Secret passage. Could go to a shop. There's no guarantee the secret passage is open, though. Oh, I wanted to redraw, but here we go. Yeah. Hey. We don't have enough money currently for the master key. The gift shop has more doors, potentially lets us get at the sides. I mean, we'll do the casino and just spend the money. The roulette in the center gives us a chance at keys, I think. I'm thinking the gift shop, though, because hopefully one of them is a security door. Armory. Armor. Rip. Yeah. Bollocks. It's kind of a shame. There was one key somewhere in the house when we went back past security to check. And there might be a few dig spots. We can also go to the trading post and see if we can trade for a silver key. At that point, we're going to run out of steps, though. Because it is a long trip back. Yeah, there's that trunk. I think let's go see if we can trade for a silver key. Or the metal detector, because that would help us find the key in the house currently. Man, they really just want you to have the coin purse, don't they? The treasure map isn't going to help us with anything, I don't think. Let's see what we can... Dang. I don't want to give up the shovel, because there are still dig spots, I think. Foundation, for sure, still has at least one dig spot. Turnip's okay, we have the salt now. Honestly, I don't know that it matters all that much. I don't think we have anything desperately good going for us this run. So I think we might as well just go park it in the planetarium and call it a day. We can go check the alignment and then go back and go down and read the letter. Okay, so it looks like we missed the potential alignment with the blue catching up to purple. That's okay. We will draft the planetarium again another day and hopefully benefit from it then. And it looks like, yeah, we still have at least 3, if not 4 spots for letters. Another successful experiment, another letter. You have certainly been keeping yourself busy. As I've spent the last few days racking my brain trying to come up with new clues for you, I'm reminded of your mother's aptly named book, A New Clue, and how fiendishly she hid the clues for her readers within its pages. Don't worry, I won't be hiding my clues for you in imagery or requiring you to comb the text with magnifying glass. The truth is I'm not nearly as clever or creative as she was. The best I can muster trying to be cryptic and mysterious would be something like break the bricks in the weight room with something that has a handle and is very heavy. I'm afraid that, in spite of my best efforts, the result is not quite cryptic and even less mysterious. I suppose I'll leave with the riddles to your great uncle and his niece. Thanks, Randolph. Again, already knew that, but appreciate it. We will at least save a picture of your letter. And we'll call it a day here. Just try to rack up our stars if possible, because I'm curious what the 50-star constellation would be. We'll see if we can get the trading post again next time. compass. That's nice, but I would prefer the lockpick set. Okay. I'm always a fan of the root cellar, because when you get the shovel and the root cellar, life is very easy. And once you get the kennel, life is very easy. I don't really want to take the final exam today, because I don't have a limitless amount of time to play, so I think we're going to go root cellar and have it be more simple. The tool shed could almost guarantee us a metal detector, but I don't know if I really need that right now. Again, the workshop usually has either the metal detector or the battery pack or the broken lever. And often the commissary just buys, you can just buy it from there, the metal detector. So, not too worried about tool shed when I can have a higher upside from the green room or the root cellar. Both statements in the blue box are true. The blue box contains gems. The second statement in the black box is false. The black box contains the gems. Every statement with the word blue is false. Great. But that has to be false, because if it's true, that's a paradox. So but if it's false, it's a paradox too, right? Because if it is false, then that means the statement's actually true. Well, no, it doesn't necessarily. It means that some could be. I hate it when it's a little ambiguous like that. If this is true, it should say every other statement with the word blue is false. That would be more comfortable to deal with. But if these are both false, then that could be true. Both of these could be. Well, no, if this is false, they can't both be true. So, I mean, they could just be in the white box, and that's fine. Because if this is false, whatever. Cool. Yeah, again, I was fond of them at the beginning, but then they got much harder. If our hope is still to do the red room, the closed exhibit, then I think having the utility box early and letting us up security is a good overall plan. Let's draft this room first. Chapel's fine. Courtyard might have had the shovel or the metal detector, but I figure I can buy one of them first here. Wow. Okay, so we definitely want to try to find the workshop. sure. I was hoping for a hall pass. There's a trunk in here. It's also something. The key, the apple. Yeah, cool. We're gonna go back down and drop up because we can redraw from the drawing room. I already turned the lights off in the gymnasium, so I think that's actually a pretty good pick. Oh yeah. I need to find security first before I can just full hand that. Is that someone mowing their lawn? Let me go check. Yeah, it's actually someone mowing our lawn. So apologies for the increased sound you're likely to hear from my speaker at this time. Oh, you gotta love that fresh smell of gasoline. Security. Problem solved. I mean, as someone who has had to use a push mower to get through a lot of the summer on a lawn smaller than this, than our new house has, I understand using a gas mower to get to the house. No real shade there. It's just not a pleasant smell by any stretch. We could put the nursery here. We could do any of these and I'd be pretty happy. I think I'm gonna put the nursery, because I would almost rather go over and then maybe put her ladyship's chamber down. Do the boiler room. Again, I don't like needing to readjust things. I don't know when I'll need to have that red box powered on. It's kind of open for the courtyard. Maybe the passageway, but it's a little early to place the passageway. Just do the nook. Yes, that's a good spot for the passageway. Kettle. In the pool. Yeah, might as well. Glad for a key, the shoes are good. Car keys, sure. I love how they're placed in kind of spots that you would expect them to be placed. I will open least one of these. We like rerolls. Tempting. That's very tempting. I kind of just want to take the closet though. There we go. So we can find the workshop. I mean, I guess we don't have the trading post anyway, so it doesn't matter as much. I am hoping for the laboratory still to help benefit off of some of these drafts. We could just draft the locksmith and buy a bunch of keys. It's probably okay. I'll buy a special key. I hope it's the secret garden key. Prism key, that's okay. Buy a lockpick kit. Buy set up 3 keys. Let's get the attic. Cuts off this side completely, so now we're dependent on the gymnasium, but I have hope. Yeah, if we can get the workshop, again, it doesn't matter as much as I want it to. It doesn't matter because we have the place we need the glass for, but we need. I think that's all 8 items. Now we have an abundance of keys, so we're gonna open these for sure. Try to get the secret garden key. So let's go back to the gymnasium, see what we can do. I'm not going to come back through here to dig stuff up, so I might as well. Again, laboratory. The reason you hold off is the laboratory, because digging up junk is a laboratory trigger sometimes. Just check the inventory real quick. Haven't missed anything. We are low on steps at this point. I say low, I'm just paranoid and we have a lot of ground left to cover. So we'll see if we can do other things. I think Starfish Aquarium, good. Nice. Also nice. Let's draft a bedroom. And again, capitalize on more free rerolls. Yeah, laboratory. More aquariums is basically free. They each give us an additional 8 steps from the nursery. Adding chests to the entrance hall has potential for getting the secret garden key. I don't really want to draft the archives if I don't have to. So I think yeah. I don't know. Do this, I guess. And hope that we get at least one more trunk. Thank goodness. Little pantry just so we can keep going. And we'll once again look at Bridge at. Last stream, I think, we highlighted the fact that we don't know whether Bridget is a person or not, whether Bridget is one of the maids, or yeah. And the name Bridge and then TTE being capitalized for Bridge is not. It's a puzzle. I don't know what it means, but it's a puzzle for sure. Odds are we don't need keys. Odds are we don't need keys. I'd rather draft something good here. I said I'd rather draft something good here. Crap. We'll just take the music room. It's at least a continue. And give us the secret garden key. We want something that goes up and down. I don't think we have enough for that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. That would get us down, but not up. Which sucks. Library and bedroom at least get us up, which is good. I don't think we need steps so much as we need to check out books again. So we're going to check out Realm and Ruin. Or Realm and Rune. Because again, I think I might have counted wrong based on the missing pages from the previous iteration. We'll check out Realm and Rune, and then we'll check out a new clue. And then maybe we'll check out the fixed stars as well. Weight room. Blows. It blows, but it's better than the other ones. And it gives us access to the rest of the house, pretty much. We don't have money. We don't need keys. The only rooms we're trying to draft are not going to show up in the corners effectively. So I don't know. We say that the armory or the castle, because at least we can try to get the conservatory and the castle and adjust rarity of rooms. And we'll just go for that, not think about it too much. We didn't trade out our treasure map. Oh, this is a different day. Ta-da! Yeah, let's go over this way first. Sure. don't need the pump room. Best reason to draft that is potentially to get more rooms in the mechanarium. Kind of just want more steps after losing so much from the weight room. No, we can re-roll here, so we won't use the prison key or the secret garden key. Let's just use a normal key. You can do the maid's chamber, but no. Conservatory. Ballroom is good and unusual. Casino, it costs 2 gems, which is the reason I wouldn't want to put it down. But I think having as much money as we need is good enough to put as standard. And the hallway closet, I mean, I kind of want to have it as standard instead of common, as I often find myself needing to avoid it early on. Secret garden key. It always kind of sucks to spread gem or fruit throughout the house when we don't have the conference room. But so it goes. Her ladyship's chamber will be great. Study gives us gems. We don't need any more keys. And the study might have a trunk. Nice. Happy to have a turn up. I don't know if we have that many red rooms. 1, 2, 3, 4. Might as well buy the club sandwich and come back and more if we need. Kind of blows. We'll take the archives. Sure. So, is there a room that we want? This could be the vault. Wouldn't help us much, but it would be at least something. I don't know of any specific room that we really want. I guess the sauna's fine. Stick that in the corner. Always good to have more steps the next day. That's fine. We don't have anywhere in particular that we want to end our day, I don't think. Yeah, not a great day. Didn't really get anything done. But sometimes you do have to push through the bad days to have better days. And again, we're consistently making it through the whole house, which is still progress in my book. Fine. I didn't notice if there was anything that benefited from ending our day in the nursery. I'm gonna go do that again just in case there is some benefit to it. And I mean, we are checking out books, and that is consistently what we're trying to do. It's, from here on out, that is our goal. Checking out as many books as we can. Trying to solve the new clue. And I mean, it never hurts to just donate the rest of our money to the eventual piggy bank. There is a trunk somewhere, but I don't think it matters because all the things inside the trunks, their only purpose is to get you further in the house, and we have no more rooms to draft, and there's no reason to go to room 46 today, so we'll call it a day in the nursery, see if it does anything for us tomorrow. Trying to get the number of days that I've played this game more in line with the number of hours I've played this game, because I have a habit of spending far more than an hour on a single day. There's nothing wrong with that. I often have good days to focus on. There's a lot of reading that I have to do, but still. No trading post. That blows. We can always do the shelter. Free gem. Being protected is good. Again, I don't want to do the final exam. But it might be the best option for today. Let's try for it at least. Let's do the shelter. Still trying to figure out. One of the letters implied that the reason the radiation trigger is here is a way to get people out of the house so that they could test their heist. And so I'm curious. I'm very curious how we're supposed to increase the radiation in the house. Whether there's like an undiscovered room that I need to find that will let me increase the radioactivity of the house, or something else. I'm very curious. Also, with the sauna today, I'm just gonna check something on the map in the classroom. There was a series of instructions for what looked like a series of instructions for a particular circular so many steps. A particular circular pattern that I thought was either, yeah, it was right here. No. One, two, three. No, that wouldn't be it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, the pattern is a little more distinct than that, and it's not this. We did already open this, and it stayed. Note that this stayed. There's like a fountain or a bird well somewhere on the estate that has this particular kind of stone to it. I don't remember where though. And again, I'm still desperate to know when this gate is going to open. One of the great Elzara prophecies suggested that it would, but have yet to determine that. We can check out Black Bridge just to see if it's in here. Doesn't look like it. My dad has access to the admin servers here. I don't. I got one admin key that was for the person who stole all of the red letters, and it was deactivated, obviously, once their treachery was known. This is the pattern here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looking at Mount Holly is north from that post. This way is south. There were a bunch of other instructions about rotating. So this is roughly north, but let's try it from this sequence. Oh no, that was wrong. 6, 7, 8. Nope. 2. One of the bottom left corners is one that implies rotating. And then there's 90 degrees around, and then 58 degrees, and then like 1, 2, and 3, or 8, 8, 8, 8. Yeah, maybe there's a further interaction needed, or there's always the chance that it is just a different thing entirely. It'd be crazy if it was here, though. We already know that we can get down in the well if needed, but we have too many avenues to the inner sanctum to really matter at the moment. Okay, so we have the shelter. That means our objective is mostly like draft the solarium and then try to get the closed exhibit so we can get the paper crown. Kind of blows. We could get the storeroom out of the way. Probably be fine. it's a waste kind of to spread the green rooms there. So we'll just do the storeroom. Say hello to Swimbird under the chair here. Sure. Pretty good way to guarantee that you get a bunch of steps is having this particular commissary orientation. Maybe inventory is a better word for what the parlor had, but whatever. There are words on the box with gems. This box does not contain the gems. Gems are in a box with the longest word. Longest is the longest word on a box. Shortest would be longer than longest. The gems are in a box with the shortest word. A is the shortest word on a box. That would be true. I think it has to be true that there are words on the box with the gems. And I think it's likely true that this box does not contain the gems. I think it is... I think these both would be false. And therefore, the gems are not in a box with the longest word. And I think these both could be true. The gems are in a box with the shortest word, and A is the shortest word on a box. And so, if this box does not contain the gems, but that means there's no guarantee of which of these two boxes it's in. So I think this is likely longest is the longest word is false. The gems are in a box with the longest word. And then these are both false, but that's not false because A is the shortest word on a box. If both of these are false, though, then top can be true, bottom can be false, and then this is the one with the gems. Dang. Whatever. We'll see how we do. We've had an abundance of gems the last couple of runs, so I'm not too stressed about it. But you never know. I don't know. There's a coin somewhere, that's fine. We want to find the either the key card or the utility box as quickly as possible, but I still don't think it's worth taking the risk of increasing security early. I don't trust the dark room early. I don't trust how often the dark room has ended my runs. So I'd rather have this early. I think this is probably okay. I don't have gems to spend, and I don't want to draft archive floor plans. But as long as I don't draft the drawing room, and as long as I get hallways quickly, this could be a good good option. Oh, look. Imagine if we had actually taken that opportunity. I I don't want to spend my 2 gems here because I goofed with the parlor. But I think I'm going to. To the bedroom first. And get at least 1 more gem. Library. I don't think we have the magnifying glass, but hopefully that doesn't matter. Okay, not my favorite bulb, but... Okay. So, this book is green. And so we're looking at page 3, word A. So 1, 2, 3, this. So it should be this. Or it's introduction. Again, like, if we're... Yeah. We need a new clue next. I just wanted to get this. Because we get all the potential options, once we know for sure what we're looking for, it's more likely that we'll get the clue that we're looking for. I wanted to have a new clue be the last one we checked out of the ones that are ostensibly listed. Getting just 3 keys now, I think, is reasonable. Losing the gem sucks, but I think having keys is going to be helpful. An extra bonus key? Why, thank you. Yeah. Putting a lot of eggs in our basket to do this. Or we can do the chapel. I think... I think we'll do the chapel, and maybe we can stick the utility box further down here. They're sheltered for the day. Yep. Kennel. I don't think you can dig up gems unless you have an upgraded shovel of some kind. Bunk room gives us a bunch of steps, and it might give us 2 gems, so I think it's worth taking. Yeah. Still the little pet that somehow keeps getting fed and watered, in spite of this nightmarish vision of house management. So we just got a key from the drawing room. The study often has gems as well. Take the study. I mean, the treasure map can lead to gems, and it's in here. Jeez, that's lucky. Listen to this 10-second, 15-second soundbite. Hey, some gems. Nice. We can do the workshop. No benefit from it explicitly, but or we just do the courtyard. Hum-de-dum. It gives us another hallway. I think that's one big benefit. We will open this trunk because we need more gems. Lockpick set's not bad either, though. That's rough. We don't want to spend all of our gems here. Pool hall might give us a key card. It's probably good enough reason to put it here. Okay, 31 to 13. 25, 52, minus 2 divided by 10. 21, minus 1, 2. No, 21 times 2, minus 1. Yeah? 21 times 2 is 42. Minus 1 is 41. SWAT is 14. Divided by 1 is still 14. Again, never the key card when we actually want the key card. Never has been, never will be, I don't think. That's obviously whining, not anything true, or that I would stand by. Oh, gotta love my salted apples. That's a bunch more keys. We have the steps, we'll put the gymnasium, we'll keep the drawing room in our pool. Let's get the observatory. Keep getting those sparkles. Borealis is good, Diamondus Major is good. Slice, pretty good stuff. We still have a bunch of green rooms that we can draft. Well, the fixed stars. So here's a question. The fixed stars looks like a green book here, but in the picture, I'll open this for you. In the picture we have, the draft the sixes is a blue book. And so I'm gonna check. A blue book would be page 26. 1, 2, well, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, it doesn't have. So presumably it isn't a blue book, but it's weird that it's in the picture it is. It makes me wonder if there is like a book called Shifted Extras or something. Anyway. And then the other part, doubling the Christmas greetings because Mary is very suspicious in this book. Anyway. So we have a bunch of extra gems now. Less scared of just ending our run. Secret passage. We could secret passage to a green room and try to draft the cloister again. And then that we already have 2 hallways, or 2 keys per hallway, whatever. Let's just do this. And I think green room more than any other kind of room here. Because it'll either be the spare green room or the cloister. Solarium's tempting. Obviously, that would end a run, but I do want the solarium. I want to keep the starfish aquarium for maybe later. So we'll just do the spare green room for now. West Wing Hall, thank you for being my friend. That then also puts us to 3 keys every time we see the whatever it's called. When we put the guest bedroom here, we don't really need the steps. There's no reason to draft in studio, though. Compass, fine. Hasn't hurt us recently, at the very least. Workshop. Battery pack's fine. No. Bugger. I think that's it then. We can go check to see if there are any trunks that we didn't open that might have a key card. We can go check to see if the key card happens to be in the house somewhere. But that does probably just mean we're boned. Again, if nothing else, these days are productive because we are checking out the necessary books. So it's boring a little bit, but it's at least making some progress. Yeah, cool. We got nothing, so let's... Yeah, I don't really want any of the other benefits from stopping in other rooms, so we'll just call it a day here. Okay. We need 2 more library drafts. There's a chance we can do that today. Otherwise, just, you know, keep going. We're finally at day 60. My brother hasn't played in a while, so he's still in the 90s. My dad is on, like, day 175 or something. I will be the first one to admit that I've been extraordinarily lucky on a lot of the things that I've quote-unquote discovered and or drafted. Because one of the big complaints about this game that I see online is that it's just the RNG is a pain. I think my blessing just ran out, so I think we might as well get the shrine. Yeah. Let's see if we can get a different kind of blessing. The blessing of the monk, again, could give us... I mean, being able to put the coat check out here would be pretty cool. Anyway, so, working theory is that the shrine blessings are on a rotating... Every 8 coins gives you a particular blessing, and the more coins you donate, the longer the blessing lasts. Because the general was on 10 and 26. That means it's probably on 2. Or 1. No, it would be 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, and then 10 would, that would be one that would repeat. So I'm going to put 2 question mark. Ballerina then would be 11 question mark and 19 question mark. Gardener would be 6 question, or is 6, and therefore is likely 14 or 15. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 question mark. Tinkerer is at 21. If we minus 8, that means it's 7? No. That put it at 5. That would have it be 5 question mark and 13 question mark. So that means we need to try 4 coins. I think 4 was Blessing of the Gambler. 1 coin could be let's try 1 coin, see what we get. Okay, it's also Blessing of the Dancer. So it might not be exactly rotating on 8. I'm not opening the cursed trunk, not until I am satisfied that I have completed this game to my liking. I could probably just look up which donations provide which blessing, because at this point I've done a lot of shrine offerings, but I will hold off on that for now, at least until next time I draft it at a time that it will benefit. Kennel early is pretty good. Again, our priorities are basically just the aquarium, the library, the planetarium, and whatever else the house provides. I'm gonna go for the Nook. Don't want to get punished for not having keys early. Security's good. Obviously, this game is set in 1994 at this point. We've had enough days that it's 1994. But I still wish the computers would run faster. Take the den. A lot of lockboxes already. We could stick the walk-in closet here. We could stick the parlor here. I think we're going to see if we don't beef the parlor this time. So I feel like I should have done the walk-in closet. Blue box is exactly 1 true statement. The gems are in the blue box. The white box is exactly 1 true statement. Black box has no true statements. The gems are not in the black box. The above statement is true. If the above statement is true, this has to be all true. So that could be false and true, and false, false. But that would be... that can't work because... if these are true false, then this is true. So I think these are both false. And then false true. Sure. Let's just go for it. Nice. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I'm gonna go draft entrance hall up. We're using a lot of steps already, but hate this. I hate this. We don't need to go to the foundation, right? Because I like the nursery a lot. Yeah, I mean, the only reason I really benefit from going to the foundation is the dig spots. Until I need the sanctum keys turned in, but I don't. I have multiple avenues into room 46 and the inner sanctum if needed. We can't draft the planetarium here because that would end our run. I don't want to waste the tunnel here, and so I'm just gonna take the kitchen. We can buy more food if we need. Furnace, hard pass usually. It'd be real nice if we had the brass compass today. Turning all these rooms up. I don't want the vestibule unless I have the foyer. Passageway could be okay, but we don't really need the coins, and so I think chapel's better. Take the laboratory. I like eating an apple. Either of these is probably okay. I have a lot of ways to get stars. I don't have a lot of ways to get gold to my allowance. So I think I'll be optimistic about this. We could always do the archived and just like pound out a bunch of archives rooms, but I would rather have that when I have more options to navigate through. Library, peak. A new clue. Yeah, the only other one maybe would be checking out the fixed stars from the library, but I don't think that would matter. It's a green book. It's a green book, and so page 3 is all we need, and as far as I'm aware, the one in the library has all the pages that we need. I see the library. The one in the observatory has all the pages we need. But I think it's probably better to check just in case. I don't think I've checked this out before. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll probably have to come back through this room at some point, so I'll be thinking about whether I want a new clue or we kind of need keys. The commissary might have them, but he does have them. Cedar Garden, nice. That can give us a lot of apples. So we want to get the conference room if we can. Yeah, let's do the commissary. I want the boudoir because it gives us a gem, but We can buy gems here. So let's get the shovel, salt shaker, and let's just buy some gems and a key. Foyer could be good. Yeah, I mean, it's probably the best we've got. And there you go, vestibule. Way to use all our gems right away, but having the foyer and the vestibule together is pretty good and hopefully opens much of the rest of the house to us. We can go dining room, honestly. Gives us more steps, gives us more doors. Okay. But this could be what we need. As long we don't have any re-rolls, so I'm gonna probably draft other rooms first to see if we can get re-rolls, because what we need, the reason we want the closed exhibit here, you can see that it's turned so that the back is to the left. You have 10 seconds from when you reset the security system to get all the way around. And so we want to make sure we can re-roll to get a room in this spot that has a corner that goes down and is easy to traverse. We don't want the boiler room or something here. So we will draft the closed exhibit here for sure. I don't see. Yeah, this is the note that talks about finding a way to get the. No, this is just talking about the actual plan. I think the letter in the study talks about the strategy to get the staff out of the house. Okay, so let's go over here. Very tempting. That cuts off a lot of options, so I don't think I'm going to take it. I think I have to do the dark room here. We want the boudoir, because that gives us 2 rerolls. That's bad. So we do need the utility closet. There are so many ways this could go wrong, though. Like that. I hate this game so much. Oh. Okay. Rip. I'm gonna go buy another gem. No, I can buy a couple more gems. Because the gems can also be used to rotate rooms if needed. Our step count is pretty low already, but we have the nursery. There's still a ton of bedrooms we can draft, so I think I'm gonna take the weight room. We have the chapel. We can buy more keys if we're desperate. I don't think, especially given what we just did, I don't think that's useful. So we'll take Piety of the Bishop. Sunk in a ditch. I set security to low, man. I swear I set it to low. That is a lot of security doors. That's 3. It says you're supposed to get 1 to 2. Anyway, we'll use the secret garden key because that'll spread fruit and give us more. Plus, we can unlock these doors for sure by digging. apples are extra delicious today, so as long as we can go find more apples, we should be set. Let's get the observatory, I guess. Because the consistency with which we've gotten Florealis is... That's Draxus the Dread. We don't want Draxus. Draxus is good if you're trying to do the heckin' drafting challenge, but... Missed call from potential spam. Walk-in closet could be good. This probably isn't anything useful. Kind of want to keep my gems. Because again, at least we can rotate rooms from here. So let's take the pantry. And there's at least an apple in here. So that's some allowance, some extra steps. So let's go down, let's see how we get screwed by the frickin' red room combo. We have a furnace now though, so that's something. That's a lot of extra steps. Okay. I can't go through any other doors because everything else is security locked. So I have to draft this room, and we're begging on our knees that we get something that goes down, and then we get something that has a door that goes open here. So East Wing Hall would be acceptable here. East Wing Hall is really what we want to put here, though. Conference room. Perfect. Perfect. This conference room you can run through pretty quickly. Okay, okay. East Wing Hall, please. Boudoir works. Boudoir, I think, is acceptable. That essentially ends our run, but again, getting the paper crown, seeing what it is huge. So we're gonna do it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Simon P. Jones, run like the wind. Because you open a little slat here, you reveal the tripwire, you lower the barrier, and then you reset the alarm system and book it. If there is not a red room among the first 3 floor plans you draw while drafting, you may redraw floor plans. Also useful for rehearsing museum burglary. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, because then you can go reset the alarm. Okay, that's sad. I was low-key hoping that there would be a sanctum key associated. I wouldn't be able to put it in anyway because I cut off the foundation. But okay, so that leaves, for the rest of the day, that just leaves finding apples, finding and eating all the apples that were spread through the house. So we saw that there was a banana in here, but I think let's check because I didn't investigate the archives. So again, there's the security footage. There was something in the archives that the three people needed to reference. I'm pretty sure this is the corner that the camera they were saying needed to be deleted from security was pointing at, but it could have been this corner. Because I feel like it's actually the elevator, and I've been wrong the entire time. We can go check out security before we end the day. My fear, okay, the biggest reason I'm afraid to check out a new clue is that I'm nervous that I just won't get a magnifying glass tomorrow. Which isn't really a good reason to avoid checking the book out. But the other thing is I would like to be certain that I have all of the all the things I could need. I only have time for one more quick day. And I feel like I'm gonna need time to read a new clue in case. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the decision to draft the fixed stars, and then the next time I play, I can try to magnifying glass and a new clue. Yep, cool. So again, we're just going through, eating as many apples as we can. I guess we could try to open the trunks that we've seen, and that might theoretically continue this day. Yeah, so it is the ladder, not the one that is the corner that they want deleted. So maybe I'll go investigate that some more. But there's at least one, but I think two trunks in the house. And a broken lever. I don't really care about that. So maybe we go open those trunks, and one of them might have a key card. We don't have to give up on this day quite yet. The den is over here, and one of the trunks is in the den. Bunch of keys. That's neat. I forget where the other trunk was, though. Might have been in the library. It's a 5 allowance up this day. That's pretty good. Again, an abundance of steps. We don't need to worry about backtracking much. There's not usually a trunk in here. I don't think there can be a trunk in the kettle. So let's go back up through. Broken lever is probably in the conference room, I'd bet. Or the weight room. Won't hurt just to eat the fruits here. we did speculate that the shrine, the locked chest in the shrine, or the cursed chest in the shrine, might count as a trunk. So what could there be in this corner that they wanted deleted? I mean, it could be accessing these filing cabinets. Yeah, I don't know where else. Where else a trunk would be. So I think it does count. And so I think that is still the end of our day. Tough call. Because it certainly wasn't in here, right? I don't think I've seen a trunk in here before. We've checked every room. Presumably the trunk is in the shrine. Okay, I think I don't have enough time to do one more day, unfortunately. But, I mean, pounding out just a couple of library books and getting the closed exhibit, the Red Prince crown, is pretty good. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. I will be back with Twilight Princess this evening. I have a couple other things I need to do, but it should be starting at 7 or 7:30 for that. Don't know how late it'll be going. And then probably I will be streaming something on Tuesday, because I should have a bunch of spare time Tuesday as well. Wednesday I might have free time, but otherwise it'll be Thursday, Tears of the Kingdom, Friday, Blue Prince again for regularly scheduled streams. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, always feel free to like and subscribe. I appreciate it. I like watching number go up. And otherwise, I will see you tonight. Until then, bye-bye.